breathing.
Oh, wait.
All right, all right, all right. Welcome to the Tuesday night Principal DE call from DE and Band of Brothers. Usually there's a little logo in the bottom there, Cap, but I'm not seeing it. But regardless, there we go. But regardless, I'm Dr. Brian Moriarty, your esteemed MC for tonight's exciting call. And I'm joined here by my spelling bee champion son, Patrick. Hello, Patrick.
Hi.
So, Patrick, what did you have today?
I had a spelling bee.
And how did you do?
I made it to the fourth round,
Yeah,
but I lost it right there.
but you did really good, and I'm very proud of you. So, I wanted to have you on this call and tell you how proud I am and how much I love you. And you're still a winner in my book, a spelling bee winner. So, great job, buddy. And what's coming up on Thursday for you?
My birthday.
Patrick's birthday. And how old are you gonna be?
9.
9 big years old. You're getting up there, man. You realize you came to D when you were just a little baby, and I held you up over my arms like Simba and the Lion King, and now you're turning 9 in 2 more days. Well, anyway, I hope everyone wishes Patrick a happy birthday in 2 days. He's an amazing, amazing boy, and we love him. So I'm very proud of you, buddy.
Thank you.
All right. You need to go to bed? Okay. All right. No, you're going to hang out? Okay. Yeah, hang out. The speaker's pretty good. Okay. He's like a year older than you. So, he's a young gun. But anyway, guys, we got. Anyway, let's reset here. Where are we at here? We got less than a week till Christmas, so want to wish everyone a Merry Christmas upcoming, and less than 2 weeks till New Year's, so a Happy New Year's upcoming here. We're coming off here in Florida where we had our big holiday party last weekend, where a lot of people came to town and had a great time celebrating with the FCS. If anyone is curious, our chiropractor of the year was Dr. Justin Brown. And he was honored with that incredible award. So congratulations to Justin Brown on winning Chiropractor of the Year. And wait a minute, who else is joining us today? Who are you? Emma, you're supposed to be in bed.
Mama letted me.
Okay. What do you want to say? Do you want to say anything?
I love DE.
You love DE?
Yeah.
And are you going to our next one in I think it's like less than 4 weeks, right?
I guess.
Are you coming?
Yes.
Are you coming? All right, we're all coming. So our next upcoming DE is in Clearwater. Let's get the dates up there and the overlays. There we are. Winter DE. Nice and cold in sunny Florida. But our winter DE will be in Clearwater, Florida, right on the beach on the Gulf of Mexico at this beautiful Sheraton Hotel. We got the Columbia restaurant across the street. Beautiful white sandy beaches. Get away, get out of the cold and the snow, and come visit us at DE. Go to lifede.com to get registered. And also, the room block closed yesterday. So if you don't have a room yet, contact Kat, and she will get you a room, or at least get you on some kind of a wait list where you'll probably end up with a room very soon. So if you haven't yet registered, get registered. Kat will get you a room, get your flights. It's coming up quick, guys. I know it's the holidays. Nobody really wants to do anything, but it's kind of now or never here, as we're inside of a month until our Clearwater DE. Okay, and then upcoming dates for DE. There we are. We're back in Clearwater, April 18th to the 21st. It'll be a little bit warmer there. I think we'll be hitting up that beach a little bit more. Then we're back to Atlanta for July and October. Again, go to lifede.com if you want to get registered. Check out the schedule. Become a member. Like our upcoming speaker here just renewed his membership. Apparently, he was too cool to be a DE member, but just renewed. Or he had some kind of fraudulent thing on his card. Let's go with he was too cool for it, because I like to give him a hard time. What do you think? Yeah, he was too cool, but he did finally renew. So we'll have him on the call tonight, I guess. Anyway, let's talk a little bit about Nolan. Nolan is one of the young guns here at DE. Graduated last June from Life West, so he's about a year and a half in practice and is already seeing over 250 patient visits per week. That's more than a lot of 3 decade in practice doctors. So this guy's absolutely crushing it. And honestly, he's like done everything the right way. He came to DE, every single DE when he was in school. He sold raffle tickets. He got dipped in the principal, and now it's just so exciting to see how well he's doing. He's engaged to be married, and he has an upcoming wedding here in February. So we're less than 2 months away from that fun little occasion. And he's marrying Bree, who also is a mainstay, always at DE. And congratulations to Bree because she just graduated a week ago. So very exciting for you, Bree. Must be exciting to finally be a doctor of chiropractic. So we're very proud of you. But Nolan, man, you're just everything I want a student or a young chiropractor to be. You really just live the lasting purpose lifestyle, and you're just killing it, man. And honestly, it just warms my heart to see how well you're doing and seeing all the fruits that you're getting now. About to get married, crushing in practice, and the sky's the limit for this guy. And I'm so excited to welcome him. So, 2022 graduate of Life West from Grapevine, Texas, guys. Let's give it up for Dr. Nolan Halverson. Take it away, Nolan.
Thank you for the great introduction, Brian. I'm happy you finally got your RSVP into the wedding 19 days late. And just to clear the the record, I've been a DE member since I graduated. I just had somebody buying Chipotle from California online for like a week straight. So I had to get a new card. And like he said it, I owe everything I have to DE since I was, I think, in fourth or fifth quarter at Life West. I started flying out to Atlanta or Florida for every single DE, and I haven't missed one for, I think, 13 or 14 in a row now. And really, I wouldn't be where I'm at without DE. And I've done well. I'm sure there's people who have done better than me, but um, I wouldn't be where I'm at with DE. And I was actually going to give a talk on that this evening when Brian reached out, I think a week ago, and said, "Hey, do you want to do this?" Obviously, you say yes because you can't say no. But deep down, I really didn't because I still feel like somewhat of a fraud in where I can't maybe articulate what I'm doing or how I'm doing it because I'm still super new at this. I screw up a lot. I have patients drop out of care. I have patients no sign up. I miss the mark a lot. I give bad adjustments here and there. Um, but if you do the right thing long enough and work hard enough, the end results are predictable, and the office keeps growing, and we are keep getting a good. I was just reading a comment there. We get good reputation around town, and it's because we try to do things the right way, where we give, do, love, and serve out of our own abundance. So this weekend, I was trying to prepare for this talk, and I went back into the archives of DE talks, and I was studying and I was learning. I ended up finding a Dr. Oberstein talk, who's one of my favorite chiropractors, from 2017, which is the year I graduated high school and when I went to my first Champions Weekend at Life West. And his talk was really about finding your why. And I was going to try to kind of regurgitate it and spend 20, 30 minutes talking about that. But 30 minutes ago, I was going over it with my awesome fiance, Bree, and it just didn't sound right. I felt like an imposter. I felt like I was wasting my time, your guys' time, just kind of speaking words that aren't quite mine yet. So over the last 30 minutes, I was just praying and trying to get a clear, innate um, reception through, and really tried to figure out what's one thing that I think I could actually share with people who are more successful than me, who's are doing this for years and years longer than me, because one of the things that keeps me going every week and every month is uh, Jay-Z once said, it's easy to hit a half court shot once, right? It's not hard to probably have one good year, but you look at the Judsons, the Liebermans, the Moriartys, the Parpelas, the Oberstein, who are on their 10th year, their 20th year. That's a lot harder than just having one decent year. So kind of what came to me throughout my life, I've been pretty good at setting and reaching goals. And I think I have a kind of different technique than a lot of people. So I'm hoping people find a little bit of value in this. I am 110% against SMART goals. I think they are ridiculous and a waste of time and very unexciting. Who wants to set smart, realistic goals? How do you even, in my mind, get energy behind that to want to accomplish that? And if you did accomplish it, how much did you leave on the table? Could have you done more? And I was pretty blessed to kind of get this framework instilled in me throughout my athletic career. So I grew up in Hermantown, Minnesota, which is a suburb of Duluth, and it is a notorious hockey school. I think I have 4 kids that I played with in the NHL currently. We send probably 5, 6 kids a year in D1. Very high class hockey program. And at the very beginning of each year, our coach would sit us down and we would go over the goals for the season. And there was only one goal. And the only goal was to win a state championship. And if you're unfamiliar with it, they say the Minnesota State High School Hockey Championship is bigger than Texas football. There's more people who watch it. People break it down and say it's a way bigger deal. And when we set the goals for the season, nothing else mattered besides winning that state championship at the end of the year. And that's where all the effort went into. So before my time, Hermantown won it once in 2007 and then never again. So by the time I'm starting to get in the program, we go make it to state. It wasn't a goal, but it's part of getting there, would make it to state. And we took second place. When I was in 7th grade, I remember watching them take second place. 8th grade, they took second place. 9th grade, they took second place. 10th grade, we took second place. It was 6 years in a row where the goal of the whole program, the whole town, was to win the state championship. And we took second place. And every year the town would hang its hat and say that was a good season. But our goal wasn't, hey, let's win districts, because that would have been pretty easy. We did that. We got to celebrate, have a smart, realistic goal. But do we make it past regions then? Do we even make it to the state tournament if we set our goals short there? So finally, my 11th grade year, sit down as a team beginning of the year. Coach puts up on the whiteboard goals for the season, win the state tournament. And fortunately, my junior year, my first year full time on the team, we go and win it. And our senior year, we went and did it too. And I think since I've graduated, we might have brought one more home. And when I look at the kids that I played with, compare them to just other kids we went to high school with, there's so much more just success outside of hockey in life. Obviously, we have a bunch of NHL players doing really well for themselves, but you look at the guys who didn't make it to the next level and they're killing it in real estate, or one kid's working for NASA, or one kid's got a huge POS account for his age. So that system of setting goals is a really good way to breed greatness. And the only reason this is kind of on my mind is because the Texas football playoffs, high school football playoffs, were this last weekend, and a couple of the towns in my area are notorious football schools. They have state championships. They push pro players, D1 players. And one town in particular, Southlake, is the richest town in, they say America, Texas for sure. It's a really bougie town. They have all the resources they need to win the championship, but they haven't in a really, really long time. And one of the coaches was in getting under care. And I was talking to him after the end of the season. They lost the game to go to the state championship. And he said, "Hey, but it was a good season. We sit down at the beginning of each year and we have two goals. First goal is to win districts, and second goal is to play during Thanksgiving." And I asked, when's Thanksgiving? He's like, "Oh, it's the quarterfinals or something." So it's not even close to their championship. And they reach that goal every single year. They play on Thanksgiving, they make it to the quarterfinals, and they win their districts. And that's super smart. It's super realistic, but they're not burning the boats there, right? And again, we went 6 years without winning that state tournament. But when we finally did, it was the best feeling ever. And a lot of times you are going to come up short. But if you don't stretch your goal that little extra length, you're never going to reach it. There is the flip side of it where if I said, "Hey, I want to make $10 million this year," that's probably way too far unrealistic. And I can't even get any emotion behind it. I can't even get excited about it because I know it's up. So it's got to be in the realm, but push your goals a little bit. And besides DE, that's what I would credit to where I am today. I'm not the best adjuster. I'm probably not the best at commuting chiropractic. I'm definitely not the best system wise. Um, I'm probably kind of bad at a lot of things compared to others, but I've always pushed myself to get to that next level. When I think a lot of you guys know my story, I shared it at one of the DEs a couple of years ago, but really wouldn't be alive without chiropractic. And that's what put me down the route of, hey, I want to be a chiropractor. But there was no way I was going to spend 7.5, 8 years in school. I was going to play college football. So I already committed to 5 years of undergrad with the redshirt year. So I said, "Hey, I'm going to be a chiropractor. I'm going to do it in 5 years." And everyone I would talk to said, "You can't do that. That's impossible." And I never sat down and I never measured every single class and section. And I didn't even know if it was really possible, but I had a feeling in my heart and my stomach and my mind. I had a made up mind that, hey, I was going to finish chiropractic school in 5 years because I didn't want to go to school longer than that. And sure enough, the day I graduated, my mom pulled up a Facebook memory on her phone and she was like, "Hey, Nolan, it's been 5 years since you graduated high school." There's no way I could have planned that, but there's no way I would have achieved it unless I was pushing myself further. Obviously, God has its hand in that, but I can do that multiple times throughout my career. When we got into clinic, you had to reach a certain amount of requirements to get out in preceptor. And I set my mind on, I want a full year of preceptorship. And everybody would say, and this is where I really started hating SMART goals. My pod mentor made everybody do SMART goals. And she said, "Nolan, this isn't smart. It's not realistic. It can't be done." And I wouldn't entertain it. Sure enough, I finished everything record timing, had a whole year of preceptorship, did half of it in the Bay, half of it with Judson. And if I didn't have those opportunities, no way I'd be ready to start. And when I started my practice, I graduated June 17th. I said, "Hey, I want to be practicing by August 1st." And people said, "You can't do it. It's unrealistic." But because of my experience going through the Hermantown hockey program, where we would throw a unrealistic goal on that board and we would put all our energy to doing it, you can accomplish a lot. And with the amount of patients I'm seeing, the money I'm making, um, if I would have sat down and tried to plan it out step by step and got really analytical and meticulous about it, and probably never would have happened. But if you just set a goal, you get some passion behind it, you don't need to have everything figured out, because you just go after it step after step, day after day. And worst case scenario, you fall short. You take second place, you take third place, but it's a heck of a lot better than never making the tournament. And just like I see those comments down there, that's the Napoleon Hill. Whatever the mind can conceive and believe, it can achieve. So that's kind of what I would throw out is get to DE. And you got to go 4 times a year, because it's just like chiropractic. If you're not getting adjusted, things are going to go bad. Every time I go to DE, my heart gets reset on the mission, on serving for the sake of serving. If I didn't have DE guiding me, who knows what I'd be selling out of my office to try to make a few extra dollars, right? Get around people who are doing it right. And then don't be scared to set bigger goals and know it's okay if you don't reach them, because you aim for the moon, you don't make it, you're still in the stars. So that's all I have to share tonight. Merry Christmas, everyone, and I look forward to seeing everyone in January.
Very good.
Nolan.
Dr. Brian.
Dr. Nolan. I think Bree said very good. I could hear her in the background there. So I guess she approves.
At least someone did.
You know, you did a great job, my friend. And one of the things I love about you is your humility, because you know, it wasn't like a braggadocious speech. It was literally like, I give crappy adjustments. I don't sign up people. You know, like, these are all my shortcomings, and that honesty and humility is really a welcome, because, you know, a lot of people, you know, get a little full of themselves, and to see you still have that humbleness is something I hope you carry with you forever. And it really came out on tonight's call. It was a great, inspiring message, and I so appreciate you being on tonight.
Appreciate you.
Okay, guys, that wraps up our Tuesday night call. We'll see you. Actually, next Tuesday night is day after Christmas. We're going to skip that week, so we'll be back in 2 weeks on January 2nd for our next call. Thank you all for being on. And everyone have a wonderful Christmas, holiday, and New Year's. And we will see you in 2024. God bless.